Hello, nice to meet you. Today, together with my team composed of Diego, Jesus, and myself, Ismael, we conducted an analysis of the average temperature in the state of Morelos during the years 2021 and 2022. Our main objective was to study the temperature variance during these periods, or this period and the upcoming period, to better understand how the climate in the region has changed. To do this, we first gathered all the average temperature data provided by the National Water Commission, CONAGUA in Mexico, specifically 24 documents, focusing on the meteorological station located in Morelos. This process allows us to obtain precision and related information about the climate condition of this area, of these states. And after doing all these things with all the data, we put them in Desmos.
Okay, so first what we did is to gather all the information from both years in Morelos, and with that we were able to graphic this function in Desmos. Desmos automatically gave us this function, as you can see, and we used the model, the base of the other function that the activity gave us, and with it we were able to move all the data until we got the closest that we could to the original function.
Here we have the two functions that Desmos and we got. And this is our and this is Desmos. And the multiple values that there were. And they were pretty similar between Desmos and us. And A represented the height of the wave. And for us it was 2.3 and for Desmos it was 2.9. And B represented the shift of the wave. Also it was very similar. And with 1.9 for us and Desmos went 1.2. And C represented and how many units up or how many units down and the function needed to go. It was also very similar with 22 and 22.2. And finally the value that was the most similar, it was K. K and was divided in the period, so it was accurate for the months. It was 0.5 for us and 0.508 for Desmos.
First, why is there a difference between the temperatures obtained with the two models, and if there is any? Well, first of all, the main difference among the two models is that the one that we did with Desmos is more accurate than the other one, and it minimizes the overall error. From the two models, which one is better? Well, the one from Desmos because it's more precise and it uses a reverse sinusoidal regression for having a better estimated values. Then, explain the behavior of the temperature as time passes. Well, the temperature of Morelos follows a sinusoidal pattern, which means that it increases and decreases depending on the season, following its pattern yearly, which means that it changes the temperature every season that it passes from the year, the 4 seasons. Then, what does the period represent in the present context or situation? Okay, in this case, the complete cycle of temperature is a year, so it's like the period among the situation, which changes for every station of the year, which are 4.
Okay, if we wanted to predict the temperatures that will happen in Morelos for the year 2023, this will be in our sort. This will be our model and Desmos model. For January, it will be for us in 20 degrees, for Desmos in 20.4 degrees. For February, it will be 20.8 degrees, and for Desmos in 21.19 degrees. Finally, for March, it will be in 21.9 degrees, and for Desmos, it will be 22.2 degrees. And we made our function by changing the values until it was something accurate to the one that we could see in the scatter plot. And Desmos automatically detect the best possible equation for this problem. So, as we can see here, actually in those months in 2023, in January it will be 19.7 degrees, and it was our equation was the best in this month. For the following months, Desmos got better, with 21.5, and Desmos is better, and March 23.5 degrees. Desmos is more accurate and overall compared to our equation.
Well, my part in the project was to evaluate the levels of Morelos in the temperature of each month and to analyze if it's all correct. It was a problem in a moment I'm going to tell you. And the strategy for make all this work was to divide the work with our team and make the important things for one, the other for another. It was a very good collaboration, and the contribution in this part was very important, because if we don't see the problem that Jesus is going to tell you, we must be very wrong, and our qualification will go down. And to achieve this goal, we put in team. We gave us some days to contribute and see all the ideas that they have. We select the best ideas, and that is all.
My principal role was some sort of leader. Also, I was the editor for the same video. With the team, we discussed what parts and each one of us had to do, and then we did it. There was a problem in our presentation and then we realized is that we use the wrong information, the wrong data. So when we saw it, and we were quick to correct it with our team. I think that was the most important part of our collaboration. That each one had good ideas and help each other when they were in problem or if they didn't knew how to do something.
Hi, my name is Diego, and this is my individual reflection. Why was your individual collaboration important during this activity? Well, my individual collaboration during this activity was very important because I fulfilled the part of reasoning, and this part it's the one in charge of explaining like the graphics. What were the strategies to achieve the goals set by the team? Well, the strategies that we carried out as a team were to divide the team, the teamwork, the whole work. We divided to each team member. Like, for example, Ismael did one thing, JP did one thing, and Jesus did one thing, and I did one thing. What did you do when one of your teammates contributed with ideas? When one of our teammates contributed with ideas, we actively heard them, and if we were all in an agreement, we continue the idea proposed. To achieve the team goal, what was your contribution? Well, my contribution, as I said, was the reasoning part.
During the realization of this project, I was responsible for creating both the graphics and the functions that are used to get all the values. And I think the strategies that we use to achieve the goal is to assign tasks to each of the members and to get organized with what member should do what and else. When one of my teammates will contribute to the project, we will try to listen to him and let him collaborate and add his ideas to the project, even if it could be complicated also. I think my contribution to achieve the team goal was to help organize and to do some parts of the project, the parts that were assigned to me.